hoping in 2 weeks. This was not the type of return I wanted. Wait. I wish what they said was true, base. What's my head in a while? Oh, he beat me. I was on a 3-game losing streak. We good? Okay. Last stream, it kept lagging and stuff. Screen thing happened, like when the screen just blacks out. I'm hoping, like I said, I hope this stream actually works. And I don't want to risk losing games on Ultimate Team, which is why I'm just going to play Ranked. Hey, what's up, Aaron Rodgers MVP? Really? Are you serious? Everyone playing Ultimate Team. Nobody even plays Ranked anymore. Okay. Come on, find a game already, please. Just load into a game. It's not that hard. Just one game. One successful full game. Yeah, my internet's probably 10 times worse than yours right now. Look at my last 2 streams I just did and you'll find out why. Kind of weird because I already said this in the last stream. I've been inactive for 2 weeks. Because, like, I've been very busy. Okay, nobody's really been joining my parties anymore. Like I said, I only create parties so my opponent doesn't hear me the whole game. Load, 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 load.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
Okay.
Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be 2 quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Jared Goff's Rams going up against Brady's Patriots.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium, here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Los Angeles Rams.
Man, I haven't done ranked in a while. Hopefully, I get things. It's actually not as laggy as it was before. Like, it is pouring outside right now. Okay. Good throw to Hogan. If he's not open, I'll just throw it away.
Brady now on first down.
He good. He open. Okay, I need to. It is laggy, of course, a little bit. Look at football came in on conservative.
Early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Let's go. Let's go.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Okay, this is not a bad start. If we can successfully play this whole game, maybe there might be a good outcome. Oh, I should have curved a little bit to the left.
But they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On second down, here's Brady. Dancing to his, and now a
Are you kidding me? That's a fumble? The arm was going forward. Bro, the arm was going forward. Where's the tuck roll, bro? Where is the tuck roll at?
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually get kudos
but there has to
the
be a
defense.
tuck
It
roll
is
or
so
something.
nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's
Yes.
the kickoff.
Like,
now
if
as
you
they'll
could
get it
see,
again following
like,
that
if that was
fumble
against the
return for a
Raiders
score.
back in
This field
2001,
a few yards
that
into
would have
the
been
end
a
zone.
that would have been ruled incomplete because of the tuck
They'll
roll.
bring it a few
This
past
game,
the 20
no.
to the 23-yard line. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, offensive player of the
Yeah,
year.
they're blitzing. We're gonna try to beat blitz 3 deep. That's what we're gonna try to do. We're gonna try to beat that because it seems like he runs a lot of zone blitzes.
Yeah,
Like, this
sides of
is
the ball.
real
Sean
lag.
McVay
Like,
deserving,
I
I think,
cannot
he would
even.
agree with Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring.
It's lagging too, and I got that. Wow.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Bro, he just got exposed.
It's a big play there for the Patriots. 47
Okay,
yards.
the lag's not too bad right now. I know it's lagging, and I still dotted
The
him up.
offense
That's the
lining
funny
up
part.
1st and 10.
Okay, so likes to run zone blitz and cover 2.
Play fake.
This
Brady.
is zone blitz. Gronk,
And pops free.
bruh.
The collision
You
there
cannot
jarred the
drop
ball
that.
loose and brings
Gronk,
up
you cannot
second
drop
down.
that. You have one job.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly
Let's run the same
qualifies
play.
as one of them. They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful.
If he runs cover
Throwing
2, I'll
too
throw
much
it to
double
silver. If he
coverage might
runs
have a
the zone
couple
blitz,
get
I'll throw it
picked
to
off.
X. He's running
Now
zone
Brady.
blitz. Oh, my bad. I got the timing off there. He downed the 1, though, so that's good for
And
us.
a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He downed the 1.
Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is
Space
that how
line.
we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Safety, safety, safety.
And
Ah.
the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
Oh, he ran backwards. I'm
Able to break
asleep.
one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion.
It's baseline.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he's brought down after a good gain. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time,
Okay,
and another
obviously
first down.
things are
Boy,
not
Charles, Todd
looking
Gurley
too
finished
well
the
right
year
now.
with a bang. And even though they lost the Falcons, he was over 100 yards in that game. Weeks 15 and 16, he was fantastic. A comeback year for him, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because we saw him explode on the scene as a rookie in 2015. 2016 just never could really get started. We didn't see the big runs. Heck, we didn't see a 100-yard game out of him. So when you look at this season, brand new offense, new way of doing things, but the biggest thing, offensive line. Andrew Whitworth at left tackle. Roger Saffold able to settle in at guard, his best position, and John Sullivan, the new center. That gave him a line to work with, and boy, did he take advantage of it. Well over 1,300 yards rushing, caught the ball well out of the backfield. A definite candidate for MVP in
Illegal 4 pass.
2017.
And he still
I would
dropped
say
that.
in just about any season he plays going forward.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Did he seriously drop that,
Let's see
though?
who this is. third
Okay,
down.
let's
They'll
base
need to get
line.
it to the 36 to pick up the
And
first.
QB spy because we know that he likes to scramble. We're not going to press, but like I said, we're going to base the line.
Now Goff. And this is caught by Watkins.
How did he avoid that?
And he's
How did he
gonna
avoid
take
that?
this one in for a Rams
No.
touchdown.
I'm not buying it. I
Sammy
don't believe he just did
Watkins,
that.
44 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Not buying it.
When we drop defenses on the
There's no
board,
way
we
that
do
could
account
happen.
for every
And I
receiver.
accidentally
But
left
on
the
that
kicker, my
particular
bad.
play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be
Bandwagon
returnable.
moves,
It's
of
out of the
course.
back of the end zone for a touchback. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both
It
sides.
certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special. It's a really well-played game.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Bruh. Okay, is this a relocation?
Before we go any further, make sure to install your game plan for your upcoming matchup.
I'm not saying that. I think we did offline. Okay. I think it may have been offline because... Yo, what the heck? I cannot find that other franchise that we did, the relocation, and I know I saved it. I know I did. There it is.
Make sure your squad's ready to fire on all cylinders by prepping this week's game
Wait a
plan.
minute, wait, is this it? I just need to make sure. Oh, I think it's this one right here.
Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Here are all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select to scout this player and unlock his best skill. Each skill unlocked will cost you scouting points. Unlock this player's true skill rank, you just found a diamond in the rough. This means other teams will undervalue.
Okay.
Players have contracts that are about to expire. Resign them so you don't lose them to free agency.
Okay, first we need to negotiate these players.
These players are on the last year of their contract. Cap room is how much the closer your contract proposal is to the design.
Thinking who I might want to trade for Tom Brady. Name one person who's going to accept this. Yo, he ain't on here. JJ Watt? I don't know if I want to waste a quarterback on that, yo. I want to see how this team plays for like the next this next game if we do good enough. Okay, I think we're not gonna start our game right now. We're actually gonna I want to actually get gold at defense.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We got to get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see it. Let's get out there and do it.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
Okay. Let's go.
Come on, let's go. Right. Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90. Hut. Come on, let's go. Red to hut.
Ian.
Here we go. White 90. White hut. Here we go. Red 38. Hut.
Okay.
Here we go. White 90.
You know, we already did this screw. We don't have to continue. Alright, this is that 99 player. Okay. Okay, I like that. I did. Gonna keep all this, all 99s. I think we're ready now. I want to see how this team does first before I make any trades. Because this Taylor's like 99 overall. We're gonna do full game.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on.
All right, Larry, EA EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
Here we
Today,
go.
it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Toronto Mounties. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by one of the more mobile. Taylor. It's complete
Let's
to
go.
his tight end, Charles Clay. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws.
Oh, my bad. I
Rifles one
didn't
that's
do that. Don't ask
intercepted.
what the heck that was.
Picked up by Anderson Dejo. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is when we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook.
Okay.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. 23 carries, 89 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Now Bradford on second down.
Play
Over
good
the
defense.
middle, and it's incomplete. Third and 4.
Let's run cover 2 man here.
Off the play fake to Cook. Here's Bradford. Now a hit.
Let's
and
go.
The ball comes out. Bradford's lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come
Let's
up with the
go.
ball.
I escaped this. Oh! Oh, that would have been.
57 yards
That would
the
have been
official
the-
distance.
one of the
And
greatest kick
offense will
returns
come
ever.
back out deep in their own territory. Now this offense about ready to take over again. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You
Ah,
said you lead
that's
the points,
early.
stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
So
We're gonna run a
incomplete on
similar
first.
play.
Let's see what second down has in store. Taylor now off the bootleg. A hit as he throws there.
We gotta handle the
Incomplete.
offensive line though. Defense can't do all the work here.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. To throw is Taylor. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and
Okay,
bring
this
him
defense
down.
is okay.
Sharif Floyd
We need to get a good offensive
with
line.
a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find
But
someone
that
to get
kicking
rid of
here,
football
you know, it's
before he
on
knew
all
it, he was on
Madden.
his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. Andy Dalton, a first quarter touchdown pass in that one. Bradford on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right at the 45. I think
I like how
defensively,
defense is
with that.
playing,
Here in
though.
the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot.
You can tell he likes to run a lot of 4-3.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Bradford now from the 50. And the pressure gets to Bradford and down he
Dang,
goes.
we injured him. Okay.
Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And here now the offense heading back out there. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Here's McCoy.
Oh, okay.
Gets this
Not
to
bad.
24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They go play action now. Taylor. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down following the incompletion. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
Got like
They
no
lost
offense,
4
though. We have
there,
really good
and it's third
defense.
down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to the booth right after this.
Here we go.
From midfield now, here's Taylor.
Dot.
He's got his man. It's the tight end play. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Okay.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
I was expecting a little bit of a
2
better run,
yards the
but
gain
okay.
there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Now, I can't imagine any
They won't expect
celebrations
me to
being
run it on
any
third
bigger
down.
than your
They're
first
expecting
NFL
pass.
touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
On third down, here's McCoy. He will push his
Okay, let's
way
just kick
down
the
to
field
about
goal in the final
14.
seconds. No need to call
Just a
timeout.
1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for
It's
the
good.
possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Okay, well, at least
So
we
they get
took
the
the
field
lead.
goal here at the end of the
Giving us
second
only
quarter
field
and
goal.
take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board, and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. But first, it's indeed time for our EA Sports halftime report. Both the Mounties and the Vikings are not doing much on the ground, and it's easy to see why that would play into this low-scoring game. We'll have to see if either team gets it going on the ground in the second half. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Now 1st and 10. Clay's got the catch here on the quick pass, and he'll end up at their own 45-yard line before being tackled. Mounties with it now early in the second. Jones is found on the quick pass and catch, and he'll be tackled at the 46-yard line. Unfortunately, they would have to settle for just a field goal. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back down to Toronto for the start of the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be knocked
for a fumble
down
there.
sideways. They went 3 and
Well,
out last time, but actually they
the
didn't
quarterback
even
can't
get to
do
3
everything.
and out.
Receivers have
Still
to
a
actually
strange
get open.
decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Starting the
Oh, wow.
with Cook.
Hey,
And he's gonna
their
lose
offense is
yards
a lot
here
worse than
back
ours.
to
At
the
least we actually got
14-yard
points on the board. I'm like,
So a
damn.
loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I'll just make that clear right
evident.
now.
We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do.
This is gutsy.
But
This is
one,
risky, but
they
I think
stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good
second
scouting
and long,
and even better
we're going to
execution.
try to
And they stopped him behind
send
the
the
line
heat.
right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second down,
Well, our
Cook,
defense is
and
like
he'll be
dominating
taken
though.
down,
Like
losing
I'm
yardage
grateful that we
back
have our
at the
defense to
9-yard
bail us out
line.
right here. We only have 3
It's a
points.
loss of 4.
It should be
Now
embarrassing if we
third
win this, only getting
And
a
that's
field
another
goal
stop
throughout
for the
this whole
defense,
game.
something we've seen all game
That's just
long.
how good we
They've
are at
been
defense.
on
Like
fire today.
we got
No
a
matter
really
what's
good
called by the
defense.
offense,
It's our
they've
offense
had an
that's
answer for
struggling.
it.
Third and long for Bradford. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he'll be out of bounds.
Bro, you better
right around
punt
the
that.
14. They
I'd
get only
strongly
4
recommend
time
that.
As that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another
And
boomer.
I remind you, we have all losses
It's
0-2,
fielded
and
at
this
the
team's
34.
2-0. So this is like this could be a
Wasn't
pretty
too
big
far from
upset.
breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Let's shoot
Now we
clock.
take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll throw on first down with Taylor.
Throw it away. Nobody's open. The screen is not open there like I
He
hoped.
just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he'll be taken down
Someone's
at the
gonna make a big play
44-yard
eventually.
line. The reception good for
Whether it's
7.
run or pass.
It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Taylor, no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Catch the ball,
And
please.
incomplete there. A nice
Not
hit.
that hard.
Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the
right
finish. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now out comes Minnesota. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. So 2nd and 10 here. To throw again, Bradford. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective. What's that? That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down. A first down throw for Bradford.
Lock up. Let's go.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it. On second down, Bradford again. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Well, if you want to be known as dependable to your quarterback, that's what you have to do. Go into the middle of the field, know the hit is coming, and catch the football. And that's exactly what he just got done. And defensively, a little deflating to be able to lay that hit and not have the ball pop free, right? No doubt about it, because your goal defensively, knock it free so that they say, okay, guess what? We're not going to throw it in there anymore.
Now, they'll still continue to be aggressive. There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
Let's go defense. Come on now.
Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Desperation time. Bradford on fourth down.
Out.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds.
Let's go.
And the throw took
We're
him
lucky,
beyond the
bro.
sideline.
Two possessions
That's going to be a
hot over
turnover
there.
on
Bonus
downs. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Now this offense ready to out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
On third down. That's McCoy. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Colton Schmidt now.
Come on,
as he's
all we
on
ask
here to
for
punt
is
it
one
away.
last stop.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Back to throw. His throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's third down.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
He'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
He's back to throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's brought down, but following a pretty
How have we only scored 3 points this whole game?
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Don't laugh, but we only scored 3 points this whole game.
Got his man complete
Yet
over the middle.
they haven't
Hodges.
scored a
That
point this
throw
whole
good
game.
for 4.
So
It's second down. Now we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
they were even worse than we were. There's a
Fly.
penalty. No! 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 Wait, there's a penalty. There's a flag.
On the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Oh.
Late game, that hurts. Take the
That
touchdown off the board.
dang.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go
Bro,
in,
that was
rally
for the
team.
game
Okay, we
winner,
lost
though.
points there. Let's get
That
it
was the
back
game
and go out and
winner.
score again. Can he get it done?
Wow, that hurts. I can feel the CPU's pain right now. Like,
Now
I can.
Bradford. Now a desperation throw. Deep.
No!
Got his
No!
man. He's at the 30.
No!
He
No
takes
flag
it
this
across for the
time.
touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
No!
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows
This
tonight.
was the
home
most
run ball
important
here in the
stop
fourth
we
quarter to
needed,
take the
man.
lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive.
How could we let this
preaching that to your
happen?
team, and then
How could that
following through
corner
all
just
the
let
way
him
through?
burn him
Go
like
ahead and
that?
throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The
I'm
kickoff team on
crushed.
the field now as they will send
Okay.
this one away. This
They
is
scored
fielded a
the
couple
only
yards
touchdown
deep.
of the game. We have
And
30
he's able to get it across
seconds.
the 20, but not by
for
much,
one
as he's marked
final
down at the
hope.
21-yard line.
Guys, do you think this can be it? I believe that we can do
Now
this.
this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
We're actually going to
game.
run gun. I
Time
feel like
very
we need
much
a run gun
factor.
here.
How does the
This
offense
is a
handle
big
this
situation.
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But
Timeout.
this is Friday
Gotta call
practice.
timeout immediately.
Week of the
Touchdown to win
season,
it, bro.
you go over this situation,
We know the situation.
having
We
to
know
go
what we gotta do.
downfield, limited timeouts. Gotta get out of bounds
Okay.
and keep the drive
We gotta get up
going
the field
and
fast.
Set yourself up defensively.
26
you can't just
seconds,
lay
2
back and let
timeouts
them do
left.
whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here.
Okay.
How much pressure will the defense bring?
Okay,
And how much
we're
pressure
clutch.
can
We're
the
being
offense
clutch.
handle?
We're gonna
Okay.
find out. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop
not
with an
running
even
the
20
ball.
seconds left to go.
Okay, we're gonna run corner
Looking
straight.
to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage.
Max
left
protect because
defensively.
our O-line can't protect anything.
Taylor to throw.
No!
Rhodes with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short.
No!
As this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Victory formation.
And
time
this
for
looked
the
like-
Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
This looks like the only. There's no point calling timeout. It's not gonna help us at this point.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium that certainly applies.
Obviously, I am crushed by this. I personally felt like we had much more opportunities to score, and our defense flat out choked at the end. It looked like we were getting a drive going until we threw that pick. Just wasn't enough to win. No, I need to redeem myself after that, yo. For real. Bro, I gotta redeem myself from that. Like, I can, like, that was probably our best chance of winning, and all we had to do was just score one touchdown. All they needed to do was just get that last stop. And I thought that corner was open, but nope. Anyway, actually, we're going to end the stream right here. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and peace out. Probably won't be back till another 2 weeks.